start with the changes to the portal first of all. So the first change to talk about is an improvement on the portal editor, and that is the introduction of what we call parent pages. And parent pages provide a way for an arrangement of content to be constructed and then shared or inherited across multiple other pages in a portal theme. So this allows administrators basically to add and to edit components that are sort of common to multiple pages in one place rather than having to do it in multiple places. So sort of examples here would be your perhaps a company logo or a background image or a menu for navigation, the sort of items that are going to be consistent across multiple pages. So obviously adding this now, it just gives the administrators well, makes it more flexible for them, so they're able to edit everything just in one place rather than in multiple places. It saves them a lot of time and effort, so they can focus on getting the portal refreshed with content for their consumers to engage with. So I'm now just go into a little demonstration of that, and this is obviously the index page. One other thing just to note at this point is the fact that we've actually, in this release 24.2, we've removed the triple from the app names. So this is just part of our gradual process to sort of unify the platform and get away from some of the old branding. So you'll notice that the apps have had that triple removed. So I'm going to go into the portal management application now to manage my theme. And the first theme that you see here, this is actually a new one that we're introducing in 24.2. This is the Apex corporate theme, so it sort of targets the corporate sector. I will go into a little bit more detail on that shortly, but I'll use that just to demonstrate the parent pages. So into the theme I go to have a look at the pages, and the first sort of noticeable change is that we do tab the pages at the top now. So we've got what we call just the pages. So these are what make up the actual portal theme, what you can navigate to in the theme. And then we've got the parent pages, which the pages can inherit from. So here we've got, in this particular theme, two parent pages set up. Pretty straightforward. We've got Apex 1 here, which is just consists of a background image, a logo, and a clock, and then a very similar one without the clock. You can see that we've got different colors there to represent these. So this is important just to sort of assist the user with linking pages to the parent pages. So when we look at the pages, you can see some of them are color coded, and this basically represents the fact that they do link to a parent page. And if I hover over the item there, you can see that this dark blue one, it links to Apex 1 on the floor plan page. And there's quite a few other pages that also link to parents. And then we've got one down here which links to the other parent. Now, if I have a look at the floor plan page in more detail, this is made up of some items which are editable within the page. So the image and the title here. And I can drag in more content and change those ones. But up in the top here on the left, this is obviously the content that's been inherited. I'm unable to change this. It's fixed because it's an arrangement in the parent. If I wanted to go and change that, then I have a link here up to the parent. So this indicates that this page links to a parent. So let's click on that. This takes me into the Apex 1 parent. If I click on the link here on the parent page, it actually shows me the child pages, so all of the other pages that inherit from this page. So I could easily navigate to and from. And I could then potentially make a change here to this parent, which would then be reciprocated across all of the pages that inherit it. So very quickly, if I just in this theme put an additional message in just to say that across multiple pages and just demonstrate that. So let's put in a text message, and the sort of thing that you might have in a corporate environment is some a reminder for the staff. The staff are always very pleased to hear about their appreciation day. So let's just put that in just to give the users interacting with the portal a reminder of what's coming up. Just as an example, so in goes the text message. Then I've got the option here to obviously move it around format the text. I can change the size of it down here through the editor. And once I'm happy with that, then I can save that message, and that will then get put out to the pages that inherit from it. So let's just save that. Now that does take a little while. So while that's going through, just to show you the Apex theme in a little bit more detail. So that, as I say, it's targeted at enterprises. Really, it's the sort of thing that potentially could be set up for staff in an organization to interact with on a set-top box using a remote control. And you've got the option here to navigate in and watch TV channels as usual, all the sort of things you'd expect. With Apex TV here, this is really a chance to share videos with staff, so HR videos potentially, or staff training videos could be provided through this interface. And then we've got a company information section where obviously important messages for staff can be put through this through the portal, and we've got the office floor plan, which I briefly showed you already. You can see the message is already come through actually on the screen here. So I'm making changes to a live theme. So the change that I've just made is coming through. We've got the newsletter here, just to give you, and world clocks, just another nice feature. So if you've got offices in different parts of the world, you can show the times there, and then news and weather information. So it's all pretty standard stuff, but it's just sort of packaged up more and targeted more for the sort of corporate sector. And of course, through the editor now, you can go in and modify this in many different ways to customize it for how the customer would like. So just going back here then, so as we saw, the message has been saved now in my parent page, and just to get confirmation that that has gone out to the pages that I expect it to, you can see now in the previews, all of the previews that link to this parent have had this message applied. So very straightforward to get the one message out to multiple pages now. And if I wanted to add a parent page or another page to inherit from a parent, then I have these options now on the add button. So I can either put it in as a page to inherit from existing parents, or I could set it up as a parent itself and color code it as I wish. Okay, so let's come back to the presentation. So next feature, again, is with the portal editor, and this is an improvement to the way that menus in the portal are managed. So we've added a new menu type, which is a horizontal simple list menu, and we've added a lot more options now for the administrator when it comes to setting the color, the border, the animation on those menu items. There's a lot more control. And the benefit here, again, is that it just gives administrators more flexibility and more control, enables them to have or create more visually appealing portal pages, which are sort of in line with branding guidelines, and better engage their consumers to drive revenue. And let's have a quick look at that. So just to demonstrate this, if we go to the home screen on the Apex theme, we've got a menu here along the bottom. I can edit that by clicking it. So this particular menu is what we call a panel list menu. So we've got every item next to each other. It's just a certain style that we support, but the new one that we've added is the simple list approach, which pretty similar, but it adds some spacing in between the items. And I now have a lot more options when it comes to configuring how this looks. So down here, I can go in and change various settings. So obviously at the moment, the color of the items it pretty much matches the background. So I can go in and change that. So let's go to a different color. And then when you hover over it, you can see it's going to a different color, but we can change that as well now with the new controls. So I can go in and go into something a bit more extreme just to demonstrate this, but you've got that sort of control now. You can choose to also apply the borders if you want to. So put the borders on. By default, they'll match the font color, but you can change that if you wish to be another color. And the same thing for the selected menu. You can put the borders on for that if you want to. And then the other option now is that we've got the animation to be optional on a per menu basis. So the animation is at the moment is expanding the button out a little bit, which is what we have on the other themes. But now we've got the options to switch that on and off and to change the colors, etc. As you see, so just gives the customer, as I say, a lot more flexibility when they're designing their pages. Okay, on to the next one now, which again is another improvement in the portal editor. So we've now made the Watch TV page editable. So it's now possible to add images and certain other components to the page, which will overlay the live stream when users navigate to the Watch TV page in the portal to to watch channels. So I think in the stadium environment in particular, this has a good application in hospitality boxes, um, where typically it's full screen TV that's on display in these boxes, but there is a need to sort of personalize the experience a little more with some company branding. Or potentially to provide a QR code on screen permanently, which would allow the users to scan and then control the channels with their mobile phone. So yet again, for the administrator, more flexibility. They can create more visually appealing pages, which with targeted messaging to just better engage their audience and help increase revenue. Have a quick look at that one as well. So let's come out of the Apex theme for this, and we'll go to the Invictus Stadium portal theme, and onto the Watch TV page. So now we brought this page into the editable section of pages. We've got editable and non-editable, but now you can go in and edit this page. And this is what you get on the Watch TV page. So it is obviously fixed to an extent in that it will be playing a full screen TV channel. And if I click on this, it shows me in the editor where information will be displayed. So when you're doing a channel change, the channel number will be on the top left and channel information is down the bottom. So this is really just a guide to the user when they come to positioning other items over the top of the stream. But if I wanted to bring in some content, then on the right-hand side, I've got options here, obviously, to bring in a QR code or an image. So it's not the full range of components. It's a select set which you can bring in and put over the top of the stream. And then, as an example, if I go through and look at my images, I could bring in a company logo. So we've got the Uniguest logo here. If I wanted to target this for employees at Uniguest who are in the hospitality box, put that in the top right as a reminder. As I say, I could bring in other items like the QR code, and then I just go ahead and save that. And then when it comes to watching the stream in the portal, the Uniguest logo will be positioned over the top in the top corner. Okay, let's go back to presentation.